Hello and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tom. Let's say I decided today that I wanted to open a care facility. What are my next steps and how long is that going to take?
Well, first thing you need to know is you need to graduate from high school or have a GED to qualify. You also have to be 21 years old. So once you got to that point, you need to take an administrator's class. And the class is $600 to $800. It's an 80-hour class, 20 hours on your own, 60 hours as a webinar or live and in person. And then once you finish the class, you have to take a test with the state. It's 100 questions. You can do that online, get it scheduled after you get your class done. And then you have to pass a criminal background check, and they will run a they'll run a life scan and make sure you haven't been arrested anywhere. Okay. Then you got to find a facility to buy or to lease. You can lease a facility, and then you apply for a license, and that takes 3 to 6 months. And license currently, the ones we're doing are over 500 pages. We charge $18.50 for the license for a 6-bed facility. If it's more beds, it's going to cost more, a little bit more. Then you got to have cash in the bank. And if you're taking over a current facility that's already operating, you need 1 month operating costs. So figure $25,000 in the bank. And then if it's a brand new facility, it's never been opened, you need 3 months operating costs. So that'd be $75,000 in the bank. And then I'd figure at least 3 to 6 months to get your license. We're getting some put through in 3 months. People try and do their own, figure a year though, because like I said, do 500 pages of government request, it's going to come back. And you got to be careful, because if it comes back 3 times, you got to wait another year to turn it in. So unless you're really feeling, that you can handle it, you want to hire somebody to do your license for you.
So what are some pitfalls I should avoid? What are things that might stop me from getting a license?
There's not many, and we usually cover that before we even prepare a license. But first thing is, if you don't have the cash in the bank. Now, it doesn't have to actually be cash in a bank account. You can use a line of credit. If you got a home equity line on your house, you can apply for home equity loans. You may want to do that ahead of time. Or if you got credit on credit cards, somebody tried to do this the other day, and they had a $20,000 credit limit, but it was charged up to $19,000. So that's only $1,000. So it's got to be available credit. So you can add cash in the bank, credit cards, a line of credit, home equity loans, all of that stuff. You can get that $75,000 if you need 3 months, and that would be for a 6-bed facility. The other thing that'll stop you, if you've been arrested, people say, "Oh, I forgot." You usually don't forget when you've been arrested and you got some kind of criminal background. That can stop you from getting a license, because they do check it. And then the other thing is lying on your application. We had one particular facility. I did 2 applications for the gentleman. Everything was approved. They were coming out to do the final inspection, and he was all set, had both buildings ready to go. And licensing, when they were checking into his background, he had changed one of the certificates for one of his employees and put his name on a class that he said he took. And that stopped him from getting both licenses, and it'll stop him from ever getting licensed. So don't ever lie on with this business with licensing. They are pretty good about finding stuff out. Okay. But that's pretty much all that's going to stop it.
Okay, thank you very much.